we were up against this conundrum where it's like, where do we start? The most painful part of this is identifying MSPs at scale and with a high fidelity. And you all helped us establish a baseline of where all MSPs are. And that is the starting point for us to identify our initial ICP, which we've done. That saved us months. It was hard to find some of that data and some of the enrichment services. Now that we do have those companies, like we've established some ICP lists and also a roadmap of outbound once the product is in a place where we can support all the PSAs, for example. That was ironclad for us out the gate. You all literally helped us go from 6 months of fuddling around to within 30 days, we had a list, we have a plan of attack, and we launched our official outbound cadences this week. And it's not lost to me that we're starting to see some more MSPs come inbound as we stand up additional things. We didn't have subject matter expertise in-house, and our team was guessing at what MSPs were, assuming different things. We also lacked the technographic details behind the scenes. And then we were basically going like, hey, if you guys don't get this right in the MSP space, you may get 1 or 2 tries, but if you flub it, you're not going to get another chance. And so we ran up against lack of information, tone deaf messaging, all that stuff was happening. Part of the reason we also went with you all is the design partnership, but also your reputation in the marketplace really reigned supreme. Every time we mention your name, people are like, oh my gosh, I know them. They're great. They've done all this. There's trust here that we can lean in and work with you all. I'm still being here for early, but like lots of things are happening. I'm making lots of changes. We already have too many platforms. What that has led to is too many crossed wires between systems and confusing our sellers. We need a programmatic way to like clean this up, and you all offered that. I like the health indicator you all have, the culmination of their website setup. Do they have these things happening? That's a good proxy for us in terms of prioritizing which accounts we should be going after. The health indicator is really helpful for us when it comes to, is this MSP really ready for what Fixify can offer? So here's the interesting thing. Initially, we only had integration for Halo PSA, which was not the biggest PSA to go after. We were working with a smaller pool. I actually found that looking at DNS records was a good proxy for understanding people who use Halo. But there's a structural cost and a time cost for us trying to do that. And again, we lacked the subject matter expertise. So for us to burn through a bajillion tokens and still potentially get it wrong was not worth my time or the org's time in doing so. Whereas you all were able to not only do that at scale, but you also have the subject matter expertise to identify the nuance that may or may not existed. And so that was a game changer, right? We had stalled a little bit on the Halo PSA accounts we could find manually, and you helped us unlock another layer. We actually just had a Halo PSA company come inbound, and we were able to identify that it was a Halo PSA because it was part of that list. We tagged it as Halo PSA, we're ready to have the conversation. You all shaved a quarter off of us going to market and being effective. So for example, I just hired an MSP specific SDR. She's been with us for 3 weeks. She's already in it, going after people, identifying things, building cadences. You can't put a price tag on how quickly can you onboard someone to get them productive. You saved me probably 2 months there. Then you saved me a quarter just trying to identify these organizations at scale. You saved us another month cleaning up our CRM, trying to do MSP versus non-MSP, because someone tried to do that with Claude and it missed 80% of the MSPs that we have in our system. I would say you helped us pull forward our go-to-market prowess and productivity by legitimately 6 months at a Series A startup like ours. It gave me the confidence and us the confidence to unlock an MSP specific SDR, right? We would not have made that hire if we didn't have the infrastructure in place. And Fox and Crow helped there. Fox and Crow and the Instinct platform helped us pull forward our go-to-market effectiveness in well over 6 months, right? Like it would have taken us 6 months otherwise to get there. I'm also really excited about how it's been able to unlock new growth for the business. We made a significant pivot to double down on MSPs, and now we have the infrastructure and the roadmap in place to go capture that demand in the marketplace. If we would have tried to do this without Fox and Crow, it would have taken us much longer, and we would have risked potentially turning off some of the prospects that we want to speak to. I don't think there's anything we don't like. You all are incredible. Your support and the partnership is unparalleled, to be honest. It really is the signals. That's where we're at. No notes. You all have been fixing the things that we've talked about. I'm trying to think. I know that you all are shipping some more improvements to the list filtering and such like that. But when I zoom out and I compare you all to like all the tools and services that we use, I'm like, this just doesn't work. You all make it work. You've asked for feedback. You've been open and flexible when we have had like concerns or feedback, or like Halo PSA use case, right? Like it was the perfect use case. You all were flexible, kept us in a loop. You helped us identify way more Halo PSA shops than we would have ever found in a year, in 2 weeks. Exactly. So I'm grateful for that.